Hi folks, Busy Nick Films here again, back at you with another video. The other one was getting too long, so I wanted to start another one because I'm talking too much. But as where I left off, we're talking about Arm & Hammer toothpaste and the ingredients. So the Arm & Hammer Complete Care, I think it usually left behind a little bit of an aftertaste, kind of a salty aftertaste, but it didn't really last very long. But what I've noticed with the Arm & Hammer Essentials toothpaste over all of the standard Arm & Hammer, the Essentials toothpaste leaves behind a lot stronger of a salty aftertaste. The salty aftertaste on that one it's a lot stronger. It lasts a lot longer. Like, no matter how well I rinse out my mouth for like the next 10 or 20 minutes, I farted. Oh, I noticed the salty, slightly bitter aftertaste, and it lasted a lot longer than I would want it to. Because like I said, with the regular Arm & Hammer toothpaste, like if there's any aftertaste, like any salty or bitter aftertaste, it's very mild and it doesn't last very long at all, like maybe a minute or two after you rinse. But with the Arm & Hammer Essentials, that salty, slightly bitter aftertaste lasts a lot longer. I don't know why, if it's just like the flavor, like the natural flavor lasts a lot longer, or if it's the baking soda that's mixed into all of the other higher quality ingredients that gives this salty, bitter aftertaste that lasts a lot longer. I mean, I don't really like it too much. I mean, it's something that you probably wouldn't like very much at first either. You would have to, like, it's one of those things where you would have to try the toothpaste a few times, like give it a week or two, and it's just one of those things where you'd have to adjust to it, and it'd have to grow on you. You know, one of those things that you would just have to grow on you after a while. You'd have to give it a fighting chance. So that's what I did, and I still noticed it after using it for a couple weeks. It usually still leaves that aftertaste that lasts like a good 10 minutes, but it's not really a big deal. I don't really care anymore. I've never really cared much about what stuff tastes like. I just care about how, like, the quality of it, like how well it works, the ingredients and all that. That's what I care about. I'm really not picky about taste, unless it just tastes so bad that it makes me want to gag. But unless it's something like that where it's ridiculous, I don't really care about the taste. But at the end of the day, the conventional Arm & Hammer toothpastes, the ingredients in it really aren't that bad. It's actually pretty high quality ingredients, which is why Arm & Hammer toothpaste costs about as much as some of the other higher quality conventional toothpastes like Crest Pro Health or Colgate Total. Like, the Arm & Hammer toothpaste is kind of at the same price range as those higher quality conventional toothpastes, because a lot of the ingredients in the Arm & Hammer toothpaste is actually pretty good, and it left out a lot of the crappy ingredients. Like, there's no artificial colors in it. There's no titanium dioxide in the Arm & Hammer toothpaste, except for the Bright and Strong, the one that has the flavor that I really don't like. For some reason, there's titanium dioxide in there. I don't know why. Maybe it's because some of the other ingredients give it more of a grayish color, because that toothpaste, I noticed, has more of like a very slight, like a very light gray kind of color. So I think that's probably why they put titanium dioxide in it, but I really don't want titanium dioxide in my toothpaste. I know that it's just as common as like having lauryl sulfate and artificial sweeteners. Titanium dioxide is in like 90% of toothpastes. It's kind of hard to find one that doesn't have it. But honestly, I would rather not have titanium dioxide in my toothpaste. It's just a cosmetic ingredient. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't clean your teeth any better. Like, it doesn't freshen your breath. It's literally just for cosmetics. It just makes the toothpaste white. So other than that, it's pointless. I don't care about what my toothpaste looks like. I care about if it works. And titanium dioxide can be absorbed through the mouth and into your bloodstream, and it can be potentially toxic to your organs. Like, if you put titanium dioxide on your skin, like if you use like a sunscreen that has titanium dioxide, you put it on your skin, it's not really a big deal. It's not absorbed into your skin like deep enough to where it's like into your bloodstream and it causes like toxicity or anything like that. But as we all know, the lining of your mouth is a lot more absorbent than the skin on your arm. That's why you should be more concerned about the ingredients of your toothpaste, because you're using it every damn day. You're putting that crap in your mouth every day. So that's why I just started to look at the ingredients and like, what is good, what isn't good, what should I avoid? Because if I'm gonna be putting this in my mouth every damn day, giggity, 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 then yeah, I think I would be a little bit concerned over what I put in my mouth, since my mouth is so highly absorbent. Like I've said before, put some chewing tobacco in your mouth and see how long it takes for you to get a buzz. That is what I'm talking about. Your mouth is very absorbent. I can't stress this enough. Why do I smell a match? Like someone's burning a match. It smells like something's burning. And it's not because I farted. My farts don't smell like burning wood, damn it. It smells like someone's burning matches. Well, screw it, I'm not gonna let it interrupt this stupid video. I need to charge this damn camera soon anyway. It's like at 20% battery already because I'm talking too much. In 4K, 60 frames per second, 10-bit HDR video takes up so much space. But anyway, back on. I want to wrap up this video. I just want to wrap up this video and make this be the last video, so let's get to it. So the reason why the standard Arm & Hammer toothpaste is actually pretty quality, like it has some pretty good quality ingredients and it leaves out a lot of the stuff that I don't really like. Like it doesn't have artificial colors, no titanium dioxide. Like I said, it has baking soda as the first ingredient. It has carbonate peroxide, which is basically the powdered form of peroxide. I don't really know too much about that ingredient. All I know is it has something called carbonate peroxide, which is basically a powdered form of peroxide that's used for, like, you know, cleaning your mouth and like bleaching your teeth and all that. And it has like some binding agents like PEG 6 or PEG 8, PEG like 16 or something. It's basically just like binding agents or whatever. Like you'll find those in certain high quality toothpastes too. Like the Arm & Hammer Essentials toothpaste has PEG 6, I believe, and that's technically one of the naturally friendly higher quality toothpastes. But either way, there's only a couple questionable ingredients in the standard Arm & Hammer Complete Care toothpaste and the Advanced White, and it's lauryl sulfate and it's sodium saturin, the artificial sweetener, which I'm not really a big fan of that because it comes from petroleum. But other than that, other than the artificial sweetener, the lauryl sulfate is the only other questionable ingredient that I wish they would get rid of. But the reason why the lauryl sulfate in this Arm & Hammer toothpaste isn't really that big of a deal is because it's at the very bottom of the list. It's the last ingredient on the list. And it also has 2 foaming ingredients. It has a more mild foaming ingredient. I think it's called like, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a more mild sulfate alternative. So basically the last 2 ingredients on the list are that more mild foaming ingredient and then the lauryl sulfate. So since those are at the, like, keep in mind, like I said, those foaming ingredients are at the very end of the list of ingredients, which means that there's hardly any of it in there. And knowing that lauryl sulfate is at the far end of the list, and then up the list from that is the more mild foaming ingredient, it just goes to show that there's very, very, very little sulfate in it to begin with. So that's what I'm saying, like even for a conventional toothpaste, the standard Arm & Hammer Complete Care or even the Arm & Hammer Advanced White toothpaste is actually a pretty good quality conventional toothpaste. But if you're one of those people like me that doesn't really want to have the lauryl sulfate at all and no artificial sweeteners, you're picky about all that stuff, then just get the Arm & Hammer Essentials toothpaste, because that doesn't have any artificial sweeteners at all. It just has the stevia extract no lauryl sulfate at all, and it doesn't have peroxide in it either. So as an stupid bitch. So what I've noticed is that the Essentials toothpaste has hydrated silica. Like, I guess that's one of the ingredients that they're using for like for a better whitening. So basically the Essentials toothpaste is a little bit more abrasive because it doesn't, I don't think it has any bleaching ingredients. There's no peroxide in it because it's a more high quality, like naturally friendly, like non-harsh toothpaste. So from first impressions, the Arm & Hammer Essentials toothpaste is probably a little bit more abrasive because the hydrated silica is a little kind of further up the list. I think it's baking soda, and then there was like 1 or 2 other ingredients, and then hydrated silica, and then the rest is just like the typical like mild, higher quality, naturally friendly ingredients. That's basically it. So we've covered the baking soda toothpastes. Arm & Hammer is the go-to if you're going to use a baking soda toothpaste, and it's my personal favorite toothpaste for whitening. It's either the Complete Care or the Arm & Hammer Essentials Whiten and Strengthen. Those are the go-to for whitening. I mean, you can use the Arm & Hammer Advanced White or maybe even the Peroxy Care, but like I said, the only real difference with those is it just has a higher peroxide content. So that's why I'm just saying at the end of the day, the Complete Care is good enough. Because like, I don't know, I don't really know how I feel. I don't really think I want to have like tons of peroxide, like brushing my teeth with a bunch of peroxide content every damn day. But it's entirely up to you. But anyway, we've got 3 minutes left, so I'm going to cover the higher quality toothpastes. Some of the higher quality toothpastes I've been using is called Hello. That's one of them. And they have no sulfates, no artificial sweeteners or colors. There's only one ingredient that I wish they would get rid of, and that's titanium dioxide. Why would they have that in there? Give me a break. However, I've been using toothpaste tablets, and I feel like eventually, like in the long run, I'm going to be using toothpaste tablets as my main toothpaste, even though, well, I guess I'm going to have to make a whole new video of this talking about toothpaste tablets, because then we're going to start talking about fluoride. But the last couple minutes, I'll just keep talking about this. I'm going to ultimately be using toothpaste tablets as my main form of toothpaste in the long run, after I use a couple other toothpastes, and then whenever those run out, because I just felt like using those. But after that, I'm gonna most likely just use toothpaste tablets for the most part, because not only, like, toothpaste tablets are really expensive. They're probably the most expensive type of toothpaste you could buy. They're like twice as expensive as most regular toothpaste. Even the naturally friendly, higher quality toothpastes, like the toothpaste tablets are still like twice as expensive as those. It's kind of ridiculous. But you know, you gotta pay to play. So the reason why I like the toothpaste tablets the best, and I'm gonna make those like my main form of toothpaste, is because they typically have higher quality ingredients. Just about every toothpaste tablet that I've seen so far has way higher quality ingredients, like, and it has the least amount of bad quality ingredients. Like, and right now I'm using Hello toothpaste tablets, and it's one of the high quality stuff. Like, there's higher quality toothpaste tablets out there, but these toothpaste tablets are still really good. It's just, it's not as good as some of the other tablets I've seen out there. I'm gonna make another video, go look for it.